The Ukrainian anti-aircraft missile and defense units have destroyed 7 enemy air targets over the past day, including a plane and 2 helicopters. The relevant statement was made by the Air Force Command of the Armed Forces of Ukraine on Facebook, an Ukrinform correspondent reports. On April 11, 2022, the anti-aircraft missile units of the Air Forces and the anti-aircraft defense units of the Land Forces of the Armed Forces of Ukraine destroyed 7 enemy air targets, 1 plane, 2 helicopters, 4 unmanned aerial vehicles, the report states. The fighter jets of the Armed Forces of Ukraine continue to confront the enemy's prevailing forces. They are patrolling the airspace and covering the assault groups of Su-25 and Su-24M attack aircrafts, launching missile and airstrikes on the positions of Russian troops in different areas. ex-CIA Director David Petraeus predicts Putin's next moves in Ukraine. War in Ukraine may get worse, and the Kremlin's target is now the denazification of the southeast of Ukraine. In light of the arrival of Russian new commander Alexander Dvornikov in Ukraine, known as the Butcher of Syria, former CIA Director David Petraeus said that the situation in Ukraine might get worse and that Putin's focus is now southeast of Ukraine. Speaking with CNN, former CIA Director David Petraeus openly stated, "I fear it may get worse. Russians may target more civilians," reiterated Mr. Petraeus in light of the Kremlin's decision to have General Alexander Dvornikov, also known as the Butcher, in charge as new commander for the Russian campaign in Ukraine. "That's what Russians did in Aleppo and other areas," said the former CIA director, referring to Russia's military operation prosecuted in Syria in 2016, having General Alexander Dvornikov in charge as campaign commander. Speaking with CNN, Mr. Petraeus also predicted Putin's future moves in Ukraine. "The focus is now the southeast," said the ex-CIA general, referring to Putin's new military target in Ukrainian territory. He continued, "Russia has said that phase 1 is over. Russia has said that they have achieved all the objectives which they actually withdrew from the main effort, which was Kiev." Mr. Petraeus refers to Russia's unachieved original objective in Ukraine, which would have seen Russia's occupation of the capital Kiev and replacement of Ukraine President Zelensky with a pro-Russian figure. "They did not replace Zelensky, so Russia is putting it all in the southeast," reiterated the former CIA director in light of Putin's unachieved plan in the Ukrainian capital.